such a banger. Cam is super wide. Nice transition screen would be nice. Oh well. Oh well, time's up. Alright. Hello everybody and welcome to the stream, where I, as your host, will talk to you about my indie game project Neon Tail. Here we go again. Today there's a couple of interesting things to talk about. Actually a lot of things to talk about. And we are beginning here. First of all, maybe you didn't notice, but she has an alien headset that is different from usual. Hello, Cut the Napin. Hello, Napin. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Super happy to see you here. Yeah. Let's talk about my indie game project, Neon Tail. As usual, I suppose. A lot of things has been happening. I'm not even sure I want to talk about them, but they are things that are happening. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a couple of cool things that are all about combat. I've decided to. I've been thinking a lot about the combat system, and much of it has to come with the defense skills. At first I was going for a shield. We've been talking about that for a few streams. The idea of a shield is appealing, however I think a repel is cool because you get a counter, but that I don't think the scaling physics that goes with the game really makes good sense for a repel defensive skill. So I went for an evade. Because your location, your positioning is very important in this game due to the fact that it's all about skating. And also the enemy attacks are going to be very telegraphed. So I made a choice of going for evades. So of course you can evade in any direction. Forward, left, right. So I've also updated the shield effect. So you see on her body that effect now has a little explosion that makes it look better when it deactivates. Because that shield was here for a while. Like when I get hit, the shield gets activated and it goes away. But before that, there wasn't a particle that made it disappear, so it kind of looked weird. Now there's kind of like a leftover of electricity around her, and the explosion of the shield also. So that looks way better now. Also, you can see that the evade movement is very fast compared to the one here. It's actually the same compared to the one here. It's actually the same animation, but speed up by 3, I think. Oh well. I've been tweaking that for a while also. But maybe you saw in the corner of your eyes interesting things happening over there. I've been working on that this week. So, hey, what's going on? Is nobody here yet? Usually you guys are there, I guess. There are days where can't be always here. Oh, hello, Lucky Dragon Geo. Was just talking about that actually. Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. And yeah, talking about the combat system. I'll just go ahead and talk about that. I've got a presentation to do this afternoon. There's a little how would I call that in English? I think it would be something like financial help from the government, something like that. For indie project. Hooray, Evasion! Hello and welcome to the stream. Super happy to see you, Pandaramin. Yeah. I was talking about that. So yeah, I've decided because those guys like this guy here over here. I'm on my way writing the AI. Right now I'm working on. Wait, let me change the day time because no lights at all. It's kind of sad. I mean, I like the nighttime. It's pretty cool, but oh, maybe I broke the thing. Yesterday I noticed that whenever I get hit twice without getting up, the grinding would stop working. Oh, yeah, well, here it's kind of a bad example because there's no grind here. Let me just quick check that before coming back. Also, I've just come to say hello. Can't stay for today's stream. Oh, that's too bad. All right. Well, hello first of all. Still super happy to see you. Okay, the grind is working. Cool. Okay, for you, I'll just do a quick recap. I've been working on the AI. I've been working on many things. This little evade move have an iframe, a very short iframe. And just to be very clear, as long as you see the shield, the round shield, you're invincible. Like here, I'm invincible for a while. Pop. And here, there's an extending of the invincible time. But when I evade, the invincible time is very short. However, the movement is very quick and it allows you to... Like the moment when you're going forward and you're evading to the right, it keeps the momentum to go forward. I think backward is a problem because it looks very weird. Like you're going forward, you evade backward and you keep going forward. I think I'm going to change that and make it so whenever you go backward, compared to your momentum, you would reverse your momentum. But I think on the left and on the right, it looks okay. It makes sense. And forward, of course. Forward, you're keeping your momentum, so it kind of makes sense. And yeah, so I've been working on those guys' animation. They kind of look... I think they look cool. It's pretty cute. They get like spider-like animation, so yeah, whenever I'm planning on making it so kind of like a mix of EDF and I don't know what. Like when they are far away from you, they're going to jump towards you and make huge jumps. I'm also going to make it so when they're attacking somewhere, you're going to have an indicator on the ground, and that's why you need the like woo, that kind of evade move. And they also can hop, but I think the animation is broken somehow. Oh no, the hop is that one. No, that's the jump one. Okay. And I'll also make it so they can stick on walls and stuff, just like the spiders in EDF. That's going to be fun. Shield is basically a sphere with a simple texture, but its disappearing effect is much cooler. Yes. Well, I didn't. Maybe I'm going to change the shape of it, make it so, make it look cooler. I guess. I don't know what I'm going to do though. The sphere's shape is very visual and very clear though, so I don't know. Take this. Oh well. And my fly AI, I'm working on that too. This is its idle. I think there's a problem with the animation loop at the end. This thing is kind of doing a weird bang. Also, I see a texture problem here, and maybe I'm going to separate. That's the problem with procedural textures. You can sometimes get that kind of cut. It's not that obvious on that side, but this side it's very obvious. I'm going to do something about that. Woo! And also I've been kind of working on the trick, but I didn't go far yet. The combo system. I'm going to string everything together. I'm going to make it so the combat, whenever you hit, it's going to count as a combo thing. So you can go on combo tricking forever, and that's going to feel great, I think. I give up, and it's not really give up. I'm just thinking that design-wise, it kind of doesn't make sense that you have to focus so much energy on the tricks and combo thing. If the difficulty, I'm going to tweak the difficulty anyway based on the combat thing. But if you're focused mainly on the combat, you shouldn't be too focused on the trick things. So I'm going to make it easier for the trick to happen and combos to happen. I don't know yet if I'm going the reduce the combo points, but there's no point in that game scoring system. I guess, I don't know. We'll see. Oh well. This animation is kind of slow though. The shooting animation. No, it's fine, it's fine. So this guy is simply going to fly around you, advance towards you and shoot you when close enough. Simple, but effective. Actually, those zombies have exactly that kind of code. It's pretty easy. However, they are flying, so my worries are that they are going to fly inside buildings and such. I'm going to have to do something about that. I'll see what. Maybe I'll use nav mesh and have an invisible thing on the ground. We'll see. Shield disappearing effect looks better than shield itself. Yeah, I agree with you. It's very spammable for now, but I'm going to make it so it costs energy for you to use it. And I'm also, well, right now her battery upgrade is maxed out, so whenever I use energy, it's not very visible. It's still visible, but compared to the beginning, to level 1, where 2 spin boosts are going to deplete completely your energy bar. Here, it's kind of overkill. And also the attacks are not using any energy yet, so I'll have to work on that too. But first I'm going to make it so everything feels good, and then I'm going to tweak the balance of energy and energy, attacks, damage and stuff like that. Sounds good to you? We're around, just still at work, so busy but love the background noise. Cool. Alright. I'll give you background noises, good background noises. Oh well. Yeah, I'm definitively giving my all for this. Yeah, I've decided that we're going for the epic final battle for now. I mean, okay, the investor is, I don't think it's going to happen. Publisher, still waiting because COVID, it's not, because of the COVID, it's not very easy for them to take new projects, I suppose. For now, we're kind of in some, tight spot, and but I'm going for the epic battle, and I'm going to deliver something really cool for you to play with. It's going to be fun. I'm quite pumped up for that, as you can see, and also I kind of need to be pumped up. There's a presentation this afternoon. Hopefully, we will get some financial aid from the gov and government. I'm never sure how it's properly pronounced, that word. It's not really something you talk about every day. Well, depends where you hang out, I suppose. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now, I'm working on the AI of those guys. This guy's AI is pretty hard to write, mainly because there's a confusion with the aggro system. Whenever they are close to you, well, it's kind of complicated, but basically they hop to turn around to rotate towards you, and when they are at the right angle, they're going to hop quite high in the sky and land next to you. If you're close enough, they're going to attack, but there's a lot of little details to think about whenever about all that design, like the distance things and the rotation things, the speed at which you're rotating, the speed at which Ruby is skating around, making it's probable. It's possible for this AI to kind of be broken in that fact that by the way he's rotating an angle towards you, you're probably very far away from anything. So it's going to be a pickle for me to code, but we'll see. Testing will tell. Oh, well. At first, I kind of thought that sky was kind of boring, but now I kind of like it. It's flat, but it fits the anime style of the thing. While the first sky I had, I really like it how it looked on some environment, not all. How the light shines, but it kind of I'm not going to say make it more realistic, but it's kind of too hard. Oh, this one is way too red. Last time I said it was too orange, so I tweaked it to be a little bit more red, but now it's way too red, so I don't know about the sunset. Some views, some angles looks really cool with that sky, however. But it's very situational. It doesn't look that great everywhere in the city, so I might need to, I don't know. I'll take a look, I don't know. Woo, what was that? Ruby Shark? Told ya, Morrow Sky is awesome, as well as lighting. Yeah, you were right. You were right all along. Well, no, I don't know. There's a mood that goes with the sunset light. It's very red and it's kind of stinging your eyes, but there's a mood that I enjoy with the redness. Maybe make it very short so that no, I don't know. If it was short-lived, I think it would be a great feel to have that extremely red sun sky light on your face and then turn it into night, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if it's like 30 seconds, I think it feels great. But if it's like non-stop, your eyes are going to be red. For red sunset, the city itself is too warm of a color. Yeah, you're right. Oh well. I like the mood, but not for too long, I guess. This is the big sun sky that we all know of. Yeah, the thing is, it kind of draws some kind of weird shadows on her face. It kind of looks... Well, it's not very anime, if you ask me. You see the shape of her mouth, way too pronounced, and you never see that in anime. Usually on anime style, it's very flat. You got the flat eyes, you got the flat mouth, which usually is just a single, I'm going to say edge, a single stroke, a single line, yeah, simple line with no shadow. Sometimes there's a shadow beneath the lips, but here, that's it. But now here it's kind of way too pronounced. So I kind of understand why the flat, very low light works so well for this anime style. Kind of makes sense. But yeah, still gives a different feel to the game, and I don't know. I guess variation is still something cool. Yeah, when her face is in the shadow, she looks nice. She looks cute. Or in full light, that's cool too. As long as you don't get that awkward shadow thing. Yeah. I agree with myself. What a what a surprise. Chill. Yep. All right. Boop. Still, I feel like for the presentation I'm going to make it so everything's happening at night. No, most of the presentation happens at night, and I'm going to quickly show about the different other skies. I really hope we'll get something somehow. Yeah, early access didn't did us much favor in the end. Closes many doors. Yeah, the unfair thing about that is that when we started the early access was not something that was closing any door to publisher back then, because the early access when we started was still something in the making. The rules kept changing, and it didn't mean release at all back then. And at that time, publishers were still taking early accesses in. But over time, it kind of closes many doors, and so now we're kind of stuck in a very weird situation. But oh well. Not going to depress over things that that are. Just try to make something out of it. So, epic battle is going to happen. I'm going to give it all the fun I can make. It's going to be epic. Maybe I should make a boss battle. Oh well, if I make the main combat work, I'm going to make at least one mission that's going to be quite epic. I've been thinking about something like classic Dynasty Warrior style. Like you've got districts that are more or less infested. Sorry, and maybe have some maybe invasion pod, slam down on the ground and teleporting those soldiers and flies down here, and you will have to defeat them to decrease the Invado meter. Maybe I'm going to create a new UI with the Invado meter and have you like free district by district and you will see percentages maybe and clear everything. So there will be a feel of that design. First of all, the design is going to be very different from what you get here. Right now, it's an infinite. The invasion is just an infinite amount of zombies coming up. So it's kind of it's fun, but it's kind of boring. There's no objective, no goal. There's no beginning, no end. So that's what I'm going to mainly inject in the game, implement in the game for the combat system. Of course, first of all, I'm going to make it feel good. But if you have a conquering feel, an advancement, a progression with the combat, I think that's going to be very fun. I've been playing a lot of that type of game, EDF, Sengoku Basara, kind of thing. Uh, I've also been playing Tony Hawk 2 lately. Back to it. Maybe, I don't know, I felt like some nostalgia growing up inside me. Lately I've been watching a lot of stuff I used to play with when I was a kid. I don't know. There's always nostalgia around. I don't know. Anyway, with Orangey Town and Orangey Sunset, you're getting a sequel to Sunset Overdrive, Sunset Overkill. That is, yep, true that. Yeah, I'm going to ease up on that Sunset thing. Sunset Sky. I don't know, it gives a feel. I like the feel, but not for long. That's the problem of it. It really gives you a mood, but when it's too long, it kind of stings the eyes. Yeah, I don't know. I miss the Fae tonight. Oh, thank you. I miss you too, Mao. Welcome to the stream. Super happy to see you. Yeah. I'm chilling now. I'm chilling. I'm done with the... yeah, today I'm done with the... everything's going badly. No, I'm going to create an epic battle for Neon Tail and make it awesome. Maybe I'm going to create something about... I don't know, the skating is really fun. Like, just doing that kind of skating around is quite... It's actually quite fun. Woo! And with that evade move, it feels good. Hop. Also, you can go through enemies for a very short time. It's short enough to make it interesting. Ooh, ouch. There we go. It works very well. Also, the fact that this animation is the same as this one, but sped up. But you don't notice that at all when you're playing, because the feel is so different. You don't even see that it's the same animation. Boo! Yep. Woo! Boom! Maybe I need a big sound, like a big explosion sound for that. Whenever you kill more than 5 zombies at once, enemy at once. Big explosion sound, I don't know. Boom. Woo! The plasma cannon, the plasma slices, that sound it's actually recycled from my other game, Zelda the Space Pirate. It's a sound I've made like, wow, 10 years ago, I think. I did a couple of cool sounds back then. I did all the music from Zelda the Space Pirate. I actually kind of miss doing music myself, but yeah, I'm too busy already with doing the game. Also, yeah, of course, Neon Tail requires a lot of requires good music, I would say. My skills in music creation is kind of generic, I suppose. I think I have a... Oh, of course, I agree with myself in terms of music sense and taste, of course. It's hard to do the opposite. Although I'm open for critiques that make sense. Whoops. There we go. I mean, in anything you do, you always should have a logic behind any reasoning. You can always say that taste is a matter of you like it or not, that's natural to you, but I kind of disagree with that. There's always a reason behind why you like it, even if the reason is not it's beautiful and it's objectively beautiful for everybody. Sometimes it's very personal, but that's fine too. Like, but there's always a reason. I'm never the one to say this is good and that's it. Also, a very good decision here, giving fights a purpose. Yes. This probably will also solve the current zombie respawn problem. I.e., they appear so sudden you can't plan your course properly. Yeah, I'm going to make it so... Well, This invasion system is very convenient for testing purposes. They keep appearing, and maybe for your problem I can make it so they appear a little further from you, further away from you. That's one solution. But yeah, the automatic random spawning of zombies around you is still very convenient to use. Let's see. I think the glow is a little... No, the glow is very cool at night, but it's true that it's kind of too bright. During day it's not that bright, and I think it's alright. It's still very bright. I like it though. I like the light. Light works. Boom. Shakalaka. I should do something about the grind too. I think the grinding is a big part of the game, and something should be done about that. Maybe attack like that. Attack left and right. You can still shoot, but since the grinding is so... The zombies tends to stick to the grind. Maybe I should do something about that. I don't know. Oh well. Much to think about. Much to think about. It's a good thing, I suppose. Also, I've been wasting some time thinking about the other characters, but that's not going to happen for now, I think, if I'm doing the epic battle and wrapping up the game. But still, yeah. Yeah, I've also been thinking, if we don't get any money with financial aid and no publisher and stuff, I'm just wrapping up the project, waiting for better conditions to happen, and then finish it later on. The project is not going to die. I'm not the type of guy who gives up easily. At all, actually. I usually never give up. But I can take the time to come back to it later. And meanwhile, if I would still be working on my own project, because I still have some little things I can do in short times, I might keep streaming the project I'm going to work on. It's going to be short, and I think that's a good thing. Having a stream here to talk about the things I'm working on might not be. Maybe it's a good fresh breath of fresh air. Maybe it's a good idea to have a break and have something else in the plate, and so I could come back heavier later on. Yeah, that's something I might do. Well, we'll see. Even if it's a side project, even if it's a tiny project, it's probably going to be tiny projects. We'll see. Disappearing, okay. Yeah, disappearing effect in particular is too strong. It's pretty, but it's too strong. Yeah, that's true. When they die. Beam. I mean, using the red makes it less. Yeah, I guess the white on the ground is too strong, but the red going up is fine. I think. Kind of indicates that some enemies are disappearing here. However, the white, I think there's a problem here. The thing is when they disappear, it's very obvious, and if I don't have the white here, their disappearance don't look that good. I know some games have them just melt inside the ground. I don't really like that feel. Some very cheap games, oh no, very cheap games. Well, many games just do that, just make them disappear in your face. I really dislike that, actually. I agree that it's kind of strong, but on the other hand, I'd rather have that effect rather than have it just disappear or melt down to the ground. I kind of yeah, I kind of think that's the better of three evils. That's a funny expression to me. I think it's the first time I use that expression. The better of two evils. Yeah, well, sounds like electing presidents. Anyway, yeah, French presidents. I'm not going there. I mean, disappear. I mean, yeah. It's pretty, but it's too strong. Also, that bloody red explosion doesn't match to Ram's word that zombie victims are collected by medic dogs. Yeah, I could do that, but that's a lot of work. Should I go for that? They are teleported down. Yeah. It's true. That's the lazy way. I'm going the lazy way. I've got too much work already. I wouldn't say I'm lazy to. I would say that I'm kind of workaholic, but I'm also lazy in some part because I cannot do everything. I would actually like to work on that, actually, creating a little cute little robot coming up and taking them out, taking it out in the sky. That would be cool, but I think that's a lot of work for not much. It's not worth the work, I think, if you ask me. But you're right. You are right. That would be the ideal solution for that problem. Woo! That's an evade. Ouch. Yeah, the iframe is very short. If you're going to evade inside an enemy, you really have to make it so you're evading right at the moment. And also it's very short. If I'm evading like that, no, that's not going to work. I think it's like 0.0... No, it's 0.33 seconds, I think. It's funny because over time, by coding, you develop some timing for everything. Like pressing dialogues. Now I've got 0.4 in my mind whenever there's a timer to set for pressing the next dialogue button. You've got the timing for evade, timing for arch, timing for everything. They kind of it's kind of well, lots of testing. Melt inside the ground. Yeah, Warcraft 3! Warcraft 3 for the win! Love that game. Love Warcraft 2 too. It's been a long time. Zog. Off we go then. Ah, those peons. I don't know how that's pronounced. Peon. That's way too long ago. I have the peon word in French, of course. Would some teleporting be that difficult though? I thought it's cheap too. But they kind of are teleporting out right now. If you mean, I guess you would say that this doesn't look like a teleportation thing. Maybe you're thinking about like blue lights and going vertically up, something like that. Yeah, maybe I could do that, but it's going to be way more bright than the red. Also, I don't want to be confused because I'm using blue. I'm using blue here for damage, good guy damage, I guess you could call that. Yeah, there's also that you have to keep in track, like the color you use for your effect. They all kind of symbolize something. And I don't want the player to be confused by color coding. Yeah, in game design that's how you call that. Color coding. Everything has a color, and the simpler and more intuitive the colors are, the more it makes sense. And also there's the constants of the colors. I chose red. Not sure it's a good idea, but yeah, teleportation effect would be blue by default, by general culture, by Star Trek, Star Wars, no, not Star Wars, Star Trek, and all other games. Usually you have a blue teleported effect. I think if I use green, that's going to be weird. Any other color is going to look weird, I think. I kind of don't want to the teleport away color to be conflicting with the, or I make it so my attacks are not blue. I don't know. A lot of design choices and brainstorming here. Oh well, you're here for that, right? Game design choices. That's why we're all here. No, that's not true, but yeah. Like mentioned in Warcraft 3, have a blue teleportation circle effect and X-Frame 3 model is gone. Yeah, well, yeah. You just heard what I think about that. I can give it a try, I guess. I could give it a try. But like, if you're attacking and they are teleporting away, it's going to be a little bit confusing, I think. Instead of that red, you get blues. And also I get all that blue from my attacks. I don't know. Yeah, more testing, I guess. Or we just don't care. And keep it in Lazy Town. Yeah, I guess there are more bigger priorities right now. No. Okay, I take note of what you're saying. You are absolutely right about everything you say, and I agree with you. But yeah, maybe that's not the first priority I should... first thing I should give priority to. Ah, missed. Attack through your enemies. Yep, current effect just don't look like teleportation, it looks like a dissipation. Well, who knows, you know. Those guys, maybe they are the bad guys. The mayor hacked the Intergalactic Alliance technology and made it so they are not teleported to a safe place, but I know, I'm going to write random lores. Anyway. Yeah, maybe I'm going to make an automatic lock on those flying types. Make it so you're shooting at them. I don't know. It's kind of hard to aim like that. I don't know. Maybe you should just shoot, and the fireballs will go toward them as a priority. And if no bigger AI appears, it's going to behave like it is behaving right now. Ah, that's an idea. Zog. Ah, brings back a lot of memories. Arthas. Arthas or Arthas? Weirdly, my memories of Warcraft are, I guess it's just my age. I'm old. It's way more pronounced with Warcraft 2 than Warcraft 3. Although I did play through the whole campaign. Yeah, I suppose it was more mind-blowing for me back then in the old time, Warcraft 2. I remember finishing the Orc campaign and having the Orc destroying human civilization, and it was really cool. I kind of me saying it's cool to have your humanity destroyed by Orcs. No, it's not really what I mean, but I don't know. The game was cool. And it was mind-blowing back then. There wasn't any other game like that back then. That was there. I mean, Command & Conquer and Red Alert. Oh well. Whee! I noticed that also. It's funny that I so easily make it happen again. It's kind of hard to have the exact right speed to land perfectly on the second street lamp, but I somehow lately have been managing to do that quite easily. I think I think I grabbed the speed at which you should touch that. No, I didn't grab it. All right. So as you can see, when you land on the second street lamp, you don't really bounce back up the same height. That's because of the way I wrote the code. You are adding force, upward force to your momentum, and that's why when you drop with that much velocity downward, the power that it bounces you up is opposed to your falling velocity, and that's why you're not really bouncing and it looks like a bug. But yeah, that's what's happened. I thought about rewriting the code so you would reset the whole velocity thing and have the bounce happening. However, it kind of broke the momentum you get from other stuff. It's annoying. Those tweakings are well, yeah. Those tweakings are a lot of brainstorm for not much. Still, yeah. That's your work as a game designer, thinking about numbers and how it feels behind. Can't you take only horizontal direction? You can. I did that at one point. But after some testing, I decided to revert back. I don't remember why. But I remember there's a good reason. Maybe there's some other fun stuff that it kills. Maybe the super jump is killed by that. I don't really remember why. Because it's old code at that point. It's code that has been written many years ago. But still. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Warcraft 3 voice lines are clingy. Need more cigarettes. That's where I learned all my English. My pronunciation are all dependent of voiceovers in video games. Oh no, okay. Yesterday something happened, like I couldn't grind anything else anymore, even when I reset everything. And that happened when I got hit somehow and recover and hop and did something weird. And then I wasn't able to ever grind again, but I couldn't reproduce that. Those type of bugs, really annoying. Oh well, velocity direction. No, yeah. You can absolutely do what you said. Like you just reset the Y velocity and have everything else kept. But something. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should go back to it and test it again to give you and revert if I did revert before, or not revert if I decide that's actually better now. Yeah, there's been a lot of things, a lot of back and forth, let's say, with the code on those street lamps. Oh well, we'll see. Is there some way for them to disappear without any visual effect and not look weird? Oh, you're talking about the zombies? Well, you give me ideas, I don't know. The teleportation is an idea. It's a good one. The best one would be having some robots coming up and taking them away. But that's way too much work. I would accept any kind of suggestion if I had a salary. If I had a salary, I would say, yeah, sure, let's go. Cars Arc for Toast thing. Let's go. I'm fine. Give me a salary for a while, and sure, let's go. But right now, as of right now, yeah, no. Let's take the subway. Let's go there. That's also an issue, having the wings hidden. I should move that too. That's a tiny issue here, having the camera right inside her. It's kind of meh. But oh well. Boom! Oh well. What did you play, by the way, other than Warcraft 3? Let's talk about video games! My favorite subject of all time. Although, lately I've been watching a lot of fighting stuff. Somehow I kind of like it. I've been watching, videos about explanations of some ground combat on MMA. It's actually very it's actually very interesting to watch. Why do you have that leg at that angle to avoid some clinging things and submissions for things? I don't know. I guess because I usually take a lot of time watching animations, moves for my combat things, for my combat animation, and I also watch a lot of videos demonstrating movements. I'm kind of conditioned to really enjoy watching cool moves, the reasons behind them, the mechanics behind them, the engineering and the counters and why, and the energies of that limbs pulling that limbs out because of that force applied. That's the kind of thing I really enjoy watching passively. So lately I've been watching that too. I don't know, while working. Woo! I guess I would take the nerd approach to watching that. I'm not watching that to apply it myself. I'm just watching that because it's interesting, and I might apply it for my video games later on. I don't know. I don't see myself applying it in combat. Hand-to-hand combat. But I really enjoy watching those things. Bought a new keyboard. Recently I played again the MC4. Surprise! Alright, alright. It's kind of like, surprise, yeah, surprise. Oh, well, I guess you can say the same to me, like I've been playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 lately. I have to say, I played Underground, I played 4, I played other Tony Hawks. Somehow Tony Hawk 2 is still the... Well, I'm playing it on PlayStation 1, so it's not the remake. I would love to try the remake because I think it's awesome. It's probably going to be the exact same thing, but just prettier and with 60 FPS and stuff, better FPS and stuff, and lots of things. But still, it's a great game, and also I love the soundtrack. Boo. Current middle age bought a new keyboard, needed testing. Oh, it makes sense. So you're playing DMC using keyboard? I've never played a DMC using a keyboard. I'm not sure how it feels. I mean, in DMC you don't really need to aim. I would say that keyboard mouse, the main reason to go for keyboard mouse would be for quick aiming. Oh well, why not? Maybe it's fun. I mean, I noticed that some games plays better using a keyboard only. Whenever there's aiming to do, of course, keyboard mouse is better no matter what. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. For fighting games, I noticed that. For fighting games, like, I'm not talking about For Honor or that kind of fighting games. I'm talking about like 2D snapping fighting games. I kind of prefer using keyboard. I don't think that's a popular opinion, but the fact that you can do a Hadouken doing like that, I feel it's way better to do that using the keyboard. You just press right down and put back your finger there. It's instant. You spend like 0.2 seconds doing that, compared to a gamepad where you go right down and it's harder. I guess because you're using multiple fingers, it's way faster than using only the thumb. Oh well. anything you get used to is always better than something that you're not used to, in any case, so... But strictly speaking, yeah. Since I started to play DMC4 on keyboard, I returned to it in the millionth time. Wow, okay. Can you tell me more about it? I'm kind of curious about that. What you're using keyboard? How does that work? You're still aiming using the mouse, right? And you're attacking using the. You're evading using space, I suppose. It would be the classic WASD setup from FPSs, or like well, yeah, you can see it immediately. Right now I'm using mouse. The aiming is immediately very different. And the gameplay is very different too when you're... Wait, let me shut down this. Nice view. The gameplay is very different using keyboard mouse, but I think it's still working. You're kind of mainly pressing W and aiming using the mouse instead of using the directional stick to get the right angle. Yeah, and also it doesn't look as good too. Boink. That's interesting. It's kind of harder. It's harder for me to do that. Oh well. Current middle-class gaming keyboard and keyboards are rubbish. They can't read left and right halves simultaneously. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember why. No. I remember researching because I was curious about why. It's some electronic stuff. I don't really remember why now anymore. I was like, that's interesting, and then forgot about it immediately. Yeah. Being curious is it's good for you to learn things, but if the things are way too technical, it's kind of oh, I think that's a new thing. Ooh. Hey Yashiki, look at this. Woo! Yeah, cyberpunk thing. Head down grinding. I saw that in your trailer. We have it too in Neon Tail. Woo! Boom! Pretty cool. Oh yeah, by the way, Yashiki has been working more on the new district. Maybe I should give it a try. He didn't finish all the grinds, but he's working on it. So we can take a look take a look at that. That's interesting. Ooh. Nope, not yet. Yeah, he's very tired because this district is huge. I can totally understand that. It's fine. Just testing around. Boom! Yeah, this whole place has its own feel. It's very work in progress feel, I suppose. Oops. I was reading. DMC4 actually absolutely fine with keyboard, really? Especially with Dante, it's actually better than gamepad. Okay. I thought though I have to use gamepad since my keyboard is something. DMC4 actually uses unusual control schemes. It doesn't use mouse at all, really? Okay. Controls are mapped we took gamepad control layout and projected it on the keyboard. That's usually something you should avoid if you're doing a PC version of any game. So WASD is for walking, space for lock on, okay. I would have put that on shift myself, but... Oh, I suppose you can run or something, okay. K is for jump. Ooh, okay, K is for jump. Oh, going for the double, I see. I, J, K, L, okay, and L is special attack. Yeah, alright. I guess you have to spend some time getting used to that. I can see it work, however, I'm not sure I would like it. Just dropping in to say, hi, wishing you wellness, can say, but love Neontel. Thank you, Resometric Reality, thank you for dropping by. I should just quickly show you some of the cool new stuff. So, yeah, so quickly, just because you're here. We've got the evade move, we've got new animation and new AI coming up. It's kind of far from here. Oh well. Let's see. I can quickly. Oh well, yeah. So that's that. If you're in a hurry, just go ahead and do your things. Thanks for dropping by, but it's awesome to see you here too. And yeah, I have been talking about. I'll just go there, and from there, just slowly come back. I really like the new district. Although the color is kind of, I guess it's the sky. This sky color is kind of. Let's play at night, shall we? At night we have those cool lights. This is quickly becoming a soul-like. Oh, evade. No, it's yeah. Oh well, we'll see. Right now I'm working on the new AI. I'm writing the codes of the new AI right now. I've finished their animation 2 days ago. Just for you guys, just for this stream, I've put the animations visible here. Right now I'm working on the code, calling those animations and stuff. It's going to be cool. So here you have the jump and landing animation. Go away, please. Ouch. Wait. Go away, guys. I'm trying to show something here. So these guys are going to be jumping from far away from you towards you. There's going to be physics code in there. If they touch a wall, they're going to be like spiders, pop on the ground, on the wall, and jump down. Maybe something I don't know yet. And then when they are close enough, they're going to attack you. Right now, the animation is like that. It's kind of like a boxer hook. And that's the reason why you have the evade move. There's going to be a... I don't know if I should do that. I'm going to tweak anyway. I'm going to try to make it feel great to play. I was planning on having a red dot on the ground to tell you that don't be here, he's going to smash that ground. And that's why I went for the evade move, because the shield didn't make sense here. Same thing for those guys. Those guys are going to be idle around you and fly towards you. They have cute little wings that I animated for the occasion. Those tentacles are going to be animated via physics, just like Ruby's tails here and wings. Same thing goes for these guys' tentacles when they are not hitting, when they're flying. It's going to be physics based. And when it's close enough, it's going to try to shoot at you using its his stinger right now, right there. I don't know how you call that. Anyway, yeah, that's it. And if Obsidian gets its waffle launcher, you will be able to shoot at their face, and they are going to get ouched hard. That's an idea. Anyway. Yep, it's rubbish in sense it doesn't use the keyboard mouse benefits. Yeah, that's true. In DMC5 it's more common-like and convenient because it does use a mouse. But DMC4 is absolutely fine too, though unusual. I can understand the choice because DMCs are all about locking up. They designed the game for gamepad, so that lockup is designed for the gamepad. And it kind of makes sense that they convert it to keyboard mouse. They would have to redesign everything to make it work better. So they went for a simple conversion of inputs. I guess you can get used to everything. Yeah, I guess it's simply not designed for keyboard mouse. Oh well. Yeah. Excited! Cool! I have you excited, that's something I love to hear. Also have to go now. Okay. I have to go too. Stayed a little bit more than planned. I can't leave the MC for question and answer. Okay, I'll see you later, Panderamin. Thanks for dropping by. Good luck with the meeting. Thank you! They should suck you in and shoot out like Zelda Octoroks. Yeah, sure. Kirby Beast. Right? And spit you out. That's an idea. No. That's a nice idea. Also, those guys could spit you out the other way. No, never mind. That's an idea. Never mind, I said nothing. Yeah, I could suck you up in here and get out from the other side. Well. Let's go back inside the new district, shall we? I'm still curious about how the flow of everything. Of course, it's not going to feel the same without the pedestrians, but yeah. So we can take a look at the structures, the architectures and stuff. Let's see. I'll try to go get up here right now. Oh, wait. An entrance, please! Give me an entrance. If I shall not have my entrance, I shall make one for myself. There we go. Hello, new district. Embrace the weird. Poop you out the tail. Yeah! Yeah! I mean, we can always have a fun material change. She's all wet and glue and slimy when coming out. Yeah, that's too much work, although it would be fun, I guess, and disgusting. Fun and disgusting. That's a theme. Woo! I can use that. Definitively looks like a vortex vacuum. Oh well, I fell. Okay, let's go back up. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So we got. Yeah, when I used to live near some buildings that had that kind of beneath thing. When I was back in France. And yeah, there would be doors here to lead inside the buildings. I guess the door is here. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. And of course, back in the days, all the kids were hanging out around there, playing stuff. When not at home playing Super Nintendo or Genesis. I don't know. From time to time, I guess I would have some a sinusoidal comeback of nostalgia trips. Lately, lately I've been watching stuff from the 90s for nostalgia trips only. Feels good, I suppose. If it feels good, why not? As long as you're not stuck in a saddened state. Woo! Okay, I don't think there's any grind yet on that line, but it's cool. I like the idea that I have that path from those grinds. Because I think it's kind of cool to have that sort of gameplay, like you have to jump to the other grind and then turn around. But it's cool also to have something to chain up behind, like an electric cable going places. It feels good. Nostalgia is hell of a drug. True. I always come back to old games all the time. It's funny because I wouldn't say I don't enjoy new games, but I always come back and like compare both, and I'm like, why am I having more fun with old games? I think nostalgia has to do. Wow, this place is heavy on the FPS drop. Wow, okay. Oh well. Wow, okay. There aren't any pedestrian yet here. I guess it's the number of props that are here. It's kind of too high, maybe? I don't know. Well, I'll have to look it up. Something inside there makes the FPS drops like crazy. I have to check it out. I really like those new pink lines. I think having both is better. No, they look good, but I think having both blue and pink lines makes it more interesting. Phew. The grinding, yeah, the fans will enjoy it. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug, yep. The grinding in Neon Tail feels like the best part of Sonic Adventures. I should play that. I actually have it queued in my to-do list. I know a lot of you guys are a huge fan of Sonic Adventures. I've never played any Sonic Adventures. Okay, so I have a thing I dislike, but I will still give it a try. But I'm not too enthusiastic about those games, mainly because Sonic and company are talking. I kind of like whenever they talk, it kind of removes the cool from them for me. The cartoon. Actually, there's a series of cool cartoon that you can watch on YouTube about Sonics, and I thought that they were awesome. And they don't talk. They never talk at all. I mean, the animation and the drawings are very cute. The animations are really well done, and the content is pretty fun. And I thought that was way better content than any of the Sonic stuff where Sonic talks. Yeah. So okay, it's one thing to have Sonic and Knuckles looking really cool in the video games, until they start talking and Sonic is like, and like a cringe teenager, and Knuckles is like a dumb. He's dumb. It removed all the coolness from them to me. So, but still, I'll give the Sonic Adventures a try one day. Maybe today. Maybe I'll give it a try because I have them. I'm just not very enthusiastic because of the talking. But we'll see. Maybe it's good. We'll see. But I can totally understand that when you're young, you have that game, you have Sonic, it's still cool for you even though they talk, but you've never played, you don't know the previous Sonic and Knuckles coming out. Yeah, the first time Sonic came out, I was like, whoa. The first time Knuckles came out, I was like, whoa, it's so cool. He's red and he's got the attitude and he's punching the walls. It's so cool. And then he's done. Okay. Anyway, blue and pink look good. Yeah, I agree with that. Actually, pink has always been associated with Barbie and well, it still makes sense. It's kind of the feminine color. Not weak, but for men to wear pink, it's considered weak. But because it's too feminine and it's kind of like something is pulling the other thing. But at night, when the pink is glowing, there's that nightclub feel, and it's pretty to look at also. So that's that. And there's like that kind of artificial electricity vibe to the nighttime pink. that I think is really a cool color to have, to see, to watch, to take a look at. More so than blue and green, of course. I don't know. I guess there's the neon electric cocktail vibe, nightclub vibe that goes with it. Yeah. Anyway, Neon Tail is cool now though. Yeah. Sonic Adventures has not aged well. That's for sure. But I'm a big, of course, I'm a big video game history nerd. I know many things about video games that are useless in life, but that's my passion. You can't fight your passion. So I'm going to play it and give it a fair try and try to understand why it's good for from certain angles. And I tend to succeed at seeing the enjoyment of a bad aged game. So I'm probably going to have fun nonetheless. And you're like, it sucks, but still fun. Sonic Adventures was very cool, and I was like 7. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Totally makes sense. Woo! Yeah, I'm an old fart. I'm super old, so it's possible that whenever I play, I see Sonic talk, I'm like, please stop talking, please. You were way cooler when you didn't talk at all. I feel the same way for the movies and such. Well, yeah. I don't know why it comes back. Still comes back. Though historically, pink was a masculine color and blue was feminine. Really? Why did it switch up then? I know that in Asian culture, the pink is masculine, but I don't really know. I don't really care actually. No, it's not that I don't care, but I don't really need to know, I would say. It's interesting to know about it, but I don't really need to know for my work. I guess it would still be interesting to know. You never know enough. Because knowing that kind of things usually helps with visual decisions on the long terms. I know I make most of my visual decisions based on my culture and understanding of stuff. But yeah, there's articles and essays about it if you keep curious. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, I'm curious. You piqued my curiosity, sir. I will take a look and maybe use it one day. Yeah, I feel like the secret to have a decision and an opinion that is based on logic is to know lots of things, a ton of things. If you know a lot of things, you will be able to connect this and that and pull judgments from that. I think what we're lacking now is knowledge about... Oh well, never mind. Not going there now. The simple answer is that cultures change over time. Yes, it does. And gender roles and fashion with it. Yes, true that. Although knowing the history, you can also use that to kind of subtly tweak your decisions to make it more impactful, I noticed. Yeah. It's funny because Young yesterday was like, no, not yesterday, it was last time. What's that song? It's the first time I'm hearing it. I've put that song for a while now. It's the new song that was made by Xona. Oh well, I think it is rocket time. I shouldn't tire myself too much, and I'm getting very hungry now. So let's shoot some rockets and call it a day, shall we? Culture's just the ghost of dead people telling us what to do. Yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Culture still has a lot of impact in symbolically speaking. And I think symbols are the structures that helps us build. How do you say? Build feelings in anything you do. Of course, advertising are going to use that to make you more sensible to whatever they're selling. But whenever you're creating art or video games or stuff, we're also using culture, the general culture that we all share. Like a spoon is used to spoon yogurt. That kind of knowledge, that kind of dumb things, you kind of use it to create your whatever you're creating. And yeah, whenever there's a decision to make, whenever that comes into play. So I would say culture is what you said, but it's also a lot more. Thank you, Beans, for being an awesome Patreon. Mimetic abstraction. Culture is just a ghost. Yeah, simple. You do. Yeah. Thank you, Do Gaming, for being on the some Patreon. You should read Douglas Hofstadter's I Am a Strange Loop. Sure. Thank you, Unknown Samurai. Well, that's the thing. I was a big reader until I came to Taiwan. Since I was very young. Well, I used to live outside of Paris. We say banlieue, suburbs. I think in English it's called the suburbs. And whenever I had after high school, no. I changed from my nearby high school to a art high school that was located in Paris. Thank you, Snowden Cameron. So whenever I had to go to Paris, I had to walk 20 minutes to go to my train and then have like 45 minutes of a train to go to my school. And that makes a lot of time where I could read, and that's the main reason why I read. Also, I don't recommend back in the day. I don't know nowadays. I suppose nowadays everybody's have their phone in the train. Thank you, Car, for being on awesome Patreon. But back then, having your phone, well, first of all, we didn't have cell phone back in the days. But later on, when the cell phone came out, it was not a good idea to take your cell phone out in the train. So that's why I always had a huge books in my pocket, and I've read a ton of books. But they were mainly novels and sci-fi stuff and fantasy stuff. I was way more into stories than I was into philosophers and stuff. I did read Zadig and thank you, Natixta, and another book that was about philosophy stuff. But yeah, I prefer my adventures. And yeah, the main thing, I'm coming to that. The main thing is that since I came to Taiwan, since it's so safe and also there's the COVID that makes you limit your transport in MRTs, I didn't read anything. Thank you, R19, for being an awesome Patreon. Yeah, I remember I bought a book when I came down here because that was interesting. I still didn't open it. I think I lost the habit of reading in transport. That's too bad, though. But yeah, I Am a Strange Loop. Yeah, maybe I should convert myself to Audible books, but I don't know. Kind of like to read. Thank you, Dragon Geo. Yeah, I suppose if. All right, I'll take a look at the name you're dropping, Douglas Hofstadter, I Am a Strange Loop, and take a look at what it is about. I'll try to get myself interested in whatever it is, but I'm not guaranteeing you that I'm going to read anything because that's been a long time. It's almost 10 years that I haven't read any book. Thank you, Jokerfan. Although I was a very big book reader. I actually really love to read good books. I like reading adventures, because I can imagine the things in their most epic state, and that's awesome. And I don't think any movie or video games is going to be more awesome for having an adventures than books. But yeah, I guess the conveniency of just having your phone come out and watching quick dopamine drops by swiping up and down on your social media, it's a thing. I actually got to hate that over time. I don't know, I don't feel good. So yeah, from time to time I go to my, how do you call that, to my wife's family's home, and I don't have much to do, so I swipe my social media like most of everybody. But after 20 minutes, I don't feel good. I don't feel great. I actually feel bad. I don't know why. I feel bored, tired. I don't have any energy, and the things that are amusing me are hard to stop. It's amusing me. I'm kind of keeping the swipe up, but I don't feel good overall. So now I kind of hate that. When it goes more than 10 minutes. I still do that, though. I like it. I'm very contradictory on that subject. Yeah, I like it. I like to do it for 5 minutes. I don't like it to do it for more than 20 minutes. Just that. Oh well. Anyway, okay. It's time for me to end the stream. Thank you guys for dropping by. More AI writing. I will try to make it really fun for next time, so you guys will have the creatures to combat to take a look at. I'm going to tweak and test it out. It's going to be very interesting, I think. When's the next time it's going to be pushed into Steam build? I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. But yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. I'll see you next week. And see you later. Bye bye.